In this video, we're going to learn how to do hand-drawn flats. You'll need to actually print out this template. I have uploaded it in Blackboard so you can find it there, but you will definitely need to print it out so that you can have an actual loose copy to set your paper on to actually trace over it. So I'm starting with this. Now, why are there two figures here? This one will be used, the smaller one will be used when we do an illustration and we just want a small view of the back view. When we do presentations, we're going to use the larger view. So for instance, if I have a collection and I've illustrated the collection, I'll be using this size flat for my flats presentation portion. Whereas if I have an illustration and the assignment is to do a back view, I'm going to use the smaller one. All right, so what we're going to do is, I'll do a basic item, is that you need to have some fold lines. We'll do 2 fold lines. Those are going to be our center lines to work from, and we're going to be tracing. So what I'll do is, I'll make it darker so you can see it as well. So I'm darkening my fold line just so you can see. I'm placing that line on top of the center of the actual template here, my flat template. And let's draw a basic collar top. So I start with my front neckline, and then it's a collar, so I have a back that's going to show as well. I'm only doing half of the garment. So I have a collar, big collar here. I'm showing the back and I'm showing it go around the neck. I'll have a sleeve, and I will keep the arm down. I'll have a short sleeve here. And then I'll do, let's make it a dress actually. I'll make it a dress that has some drape here. Okay. So I've done half of my garment. That's half of my garment there. Now, in order to do the other half, I'm going to fold the paper, and I'm working on tracing paper first. That way I can make it nice, and then I'll transfer it to marker paper. So I fold it in half and I trace exactly what I have on the other side. My collar, exact tracing. This is an easy way to make sure that your hand sketches of flats are even on both sides. I'll have the drape and the line here. So now I have a full flat view. Now this top, this dress is going to open in the front. Oh, I didn't trace my back neckline there. Let me just trace the collar. So note a few things with this. Let me actually trace this side so that you can see it better. Make it a little more darker so that you can see what I have traced from the back. Okay. Now, because this is a button front, I'm going to make this a button front dress. The button extension goes beyond the center line. So I'm drawing a line that's beyond that line because it's going to be a button front. I can use a ruler if I want to make it even more neat. So this is a button front, so I've got to extend the extension beyond the center line. then I'm gonna make it a placket, so I'm gonna make the other side of the placket. Drawing that on this side. Okay, so it's a wide placket. The actual buttons are what's gonna be coming down the center of the flat. So I'm drawing my buttons, looking to make them even. The extension beyond the center line, the buttons. Now let's say I have something asymmetrical. Let me show you what I would do there. If I had an asymmetrical design on this side, then I would still continue the whole full body, but I would draw in the asymmetrical. So let's say I have this panel that's going to be an asymmetrical design. So there I put the asymmetrical panel flap that's going to be over the dress. So there, is it connecting there? I can connect it and then erase it just to make sure my line. But you can do whatever you want as far as asymmetrical. Just some parts need to start with your base. So these areas are going to be the same, but this is where it gets different. So that's how you do your front view.